AJ, I see you're looking at the stat sheet there. Coach Patino was just in, and a lot of crazy things in this game happened, but if he boiled it down to your guys' ability to crash the boards on the offensive glass and then get second chance points, could you just talk about how important your 23 offensive rebounds were to the outcome of this game when you guys struggled so badly at the free throw line?
Coach just told us just to keep crashing the offensive glass. Really, we did kind of bad at their plays, so it was just, in my mind, I just had to come out a little bit harder. But other than that, Coach just said just keep trying to get offensive rebounds, go back up with it. But I couldn't really get them, so I just tipped them out, trying to keep them alive.
Do you think that was a difference in the game, though?
Yeah, I thought that was a difference.
Sterling, you had talked recently about, despite the frustration of the losing streak, not being able to hang your heads. Did you see that in the overtimes and tonight, that you guys didn't hang your heads and found some way to get through this?
Yeah, I felt like everybody was positive, even though, missed free throws or, we let them back in the game. Everybody was positive and allowed each other to pick each other up. So that's why I feel like we won the game.
AJ and Sterling, just the importance of this one after the losing streak that you guys have been on and having to do it in 3 overtimes. How important was this one?
We just needed just to start the next, just pretty much get off that losing streak and then just start our hope is just start this winning streak, just keep playing hard.
It was very important for us to get this win. We've, as a team, decided that we're just going to take it one game at a time. So we're 0-0 going into Ohio State, and we want to be 1-0 when we leave here. So.
Kendall, if you would, you're a good free throw shooter, and you guys were collectively 9 for 23, and yet still won. I mean, you're a young man, but you played a lot of AAU, high school, and now college games. Have you ever seen anything like that when a team misses free throws like that and still finds a way to win? Could you just talk about that?
I mean, not a lot of times you see that, when you struggle a lot. But I think we did a great job of making up for it with rebounding. And I think, like Sterling said, just being positive, picking each other up. Keep thinking that you have a chance to win, that you need every stop, and having that mindset really helped us win.
This is for Kendall and Sterling. Just offense was tough for you guys tonight, but Sterling, you were able to distribute the ball pretty well and score in the first half. And Kendall, you had a stretch in the second half where you had the bank and shot in a couple of threes. Just talk about how you were able to contribute offensively for a pretty good night.
Well, for me, just staying aggressive, trying to take good shots. And staying within the offense. I think I shot a couple bad shots that were kind of questionable. But other than that, just really just trying to play hard and doing what the team needs.
For me, just continue to do what I've been doing, being aggressive and helping my team in any way I can. And my shot happened to fall tonight. That's really it.
AJ, Eliason kind of got the better of you guys the first time around. Did that motivate you at all tonight coming in to have a better game than you did up in Minnesota?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like I just got outplayed in Minnesota, so it was just I needed to make it up to my team and just play a bit harder and then just get this win with it.
AJ, you had a couple big dunks, had some pretty good plays down low. Is your confidence starting to grow as the season goes on, playing down low?
I just got to come in and put in more work. I feel like a couple of my moves I just need to work on a little bit more. But other than that, my confidence is getting up there. Yes.
Sterling, what do you think of the defensive intensity tonight?
As a team, I feel like we played really well. At times, we had lapses, but we didn't let those lapses stop us from making the next play. And I feel like guys are starting to get the notion that we have to pick it up on defense. And as a team, we did a pretty good job containing their team.
Sterling, a pretty big night for Eric off the bench tonight, especially that one big offensive rebound late off the free throw. Just talk about what the difference he probably made coming in and off the bench for you guys tonight.
Well, I always tell Eric to stay positive and continue to work hard no matter what the situation. Coming off the bench, playing 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you got to do for the team, just do it. And that's what he did tonight. He came out and grabbed rebounds, and that one in crucial time was basically an example of why you continue to work hard no matter what time you get in the game. You never know when coach is going to call your number.
Anything else?
Matt, this building has been here a long time, and there's never been a Purdue men's basketball game go triple overtime in this building. And overtimes have not come easily for you, but you got one tonight. Did offensive rebounding in the end save you tonight?
Yeah, no question. It's something for us being able to get that many offensive rebounds and lead our league. It's just kind of happened. You always talk about effort. When you struggle in other areas, shot selection, making your free throws, being efficient, you can always play hard. They always tell you when you play this game and you're on a good team or a bad team, whatever, you can control your effort, you can control your attitude. And that's all you try to get your guys to do from a fundamentally, from a standpoint of your approach to the game. And, I thought our effort was good at times. I don't think sometimes our decision making, obviously we didn't make our free throws, was very good. But we hung in there and were able to somehow pull it out.
Max, some of your players had talked about in some of these recent losses just how they needed to not hang their heads in some of these more frustrating situations. Did you see a better from that aspect tonight?
Well, it's hard. It really comes down to one possession. You would sit here and you guys all would have different questions if they make one more shot. It's just there's a fine line. I thought we let a game get away at Northwestern, and give them credit, they made plays, but I thought it had some lingering effects to our team, and you don't have that confidence. It's like missing free throws. When you start missing one and you miss two and it keeps going, it's demoralizing, and you get down on yourself, and now you start to break down defensively and things of that nature. So we were just glad that we were able to get enough stops. I think you had a lot of tired legs out there on both ends. I think we got some good looks. They got some good looks. They just didn't go down because people had to play so many minutes.
Coach, you got 22 assists tonight. What do you think of your team's passing?
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. We have to, we're trying to get A.J. Hammons the basketball, and when you do, he's got to do a better job of taking care of it and making decisions. He passed across his body a couple times there late. He's got to shoot the shots we work on. He's just banging down there too much. He's got to go into his shot and be finesse, shoot his turnaround, shoot his jump hook, do his up and under. He'll do some up and unders, and he'll stop midway and get tangled up. I thought our guards did a really good job of taking care of it, especially Ronnie Johnson. I thought he did a good job. Played major minutes and only had one turnover. I thought that was great.
Coach, when your team was missing free throws, specifically Tron and even Peck, is there anything you can do or say to help them out, or is it just something you just got to figure out?
Each guy's different. I normally leave a free throw shooter alone. I've always tried to talk to Tyrone about a couple things to try to set his mind, kind of rewind back and to reset when he starts to get frustrated about what he needs to do. When you go up there and think about hitting and missing, you're going to miss. You need to have your routine and talk your way through some things as a shooter. But you just try to be positive. It's the one thing when you struggle, you never yell at a guy for missing a free throw. No one's trying to miss a free throw. But no, you just try to be positive and tell them to make the next one.
We talked about our next man up here a lot in the last couple of weeks, and it might have been Eric Peck with, I think he had 11 boards, and that, I know he missed some free throws, but the one offensive board he got late might have been the biggest of the 23.
Yeah. Well, Eric got a huge rebound. That's the one thing he's been able to do. We've tried to get consistent play from all of our guys, but Eric has gotten, consistently rebounded, the entire year, trying to get some other things, from him. Has really been our push as a coaching staff, but he's always done a good job for us on the glass.